What was it? Because when you went to Miami, you were hanging out with Rhea a fair bit.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like? Like, what was your reaction when you first saw her? Like, even headline, like she headlined fucking WrestleMania, didn't she?
I don't think she's. Well, it depends what you mean by headline. Like she's not. They say like headlining is like the main event, and the main event is the match that goes on last.
I mean, she's been
one of the top
she's one of the marquee,
yeah, for sure.
marquee of personas of like a fucking WrestleMania.
Yeah, exactly.
Like just seeing that, is that just like what the fuck?
It's wild. You become somewhat desensitized to it now, just because we've become used to it. Like she's done 6 now. I think she's done 6 WrestleManias.
She wouldn't be able to go out into public.
Yeah, so that we've had many instances where we've been more or less mobbed by fans. I know she's had some pretty unfortunate scenarios in recently. She had to vocalize it online just to just remember,
people getting too close.
Just remember that we are human beings, and respect my personal space. You know what I mean? But for the most part, people are pretty good, and I've been around her a lot in the last 2 years, I would say, since she's been able to kind of have a bit more time off and come to Australia a couple times. And then obviously her and Matt, Buddy, her husband,
who's a fucking unit, by the way.
Exactly. Another one. He's just a juggernaut.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. They were extremely influential in me and Tommy being able to move to the States. So we moved to the area in Florida. We're in Tampa. So we're in the Tampa area, and we were living 10 minutes down the road from where those guys live. So, we spent a lot of time together. We lived with them for probably a month before we were able to get a lease on our apartment and everything. And so, we spent a lot of time together. And it was when you would go to, like on any given outing, someone would recognize them, particularly her.
Americans are fairly used to celebrity encounters,
they
though, aren't they?
Definitely are, yeah. But wrestling fans are super fanatical, so they can be pretty full on when they see someone they love. But it was when we would go to like more heavily populated areas. Like I've been to Las Vegas with them a couple of times, and I went with them once for AEW because Matt was working, and then I went for night 2 of WrestleMania this year to watch her. And and even when we go to like Orlando or just more populated areas, like it does get pretty wild. Like I'm talking like groups of like.
Does she need guards?
No, I wouldn't say she needs guards.
Once you get to that, when you get to that point of fame where you actually like physically need guards, like the iShow speeds and things like that, that's fucking chaos.
I don't know. Like I hope it doesn't get to that for her, because I know that's not what she wants.
Seems like she's at a fantastic level at the moment.
For sure. And I've even had conversations with her where she's sort of been like, like, not that she doesn't want to be as successful as she can possibly be, but like the fame component of it, it's like, well, how much more do I want to welcome, as far as prosperity goes, to open that floodgate even more, because we'd just be at like Universal Studios or something, you know what I mean? Because we'd like to go there and hang out. They love going there. They love the rides and everything. And it's only like an hour and a half away from where we lived. So we'd go there a fair bit, and we'd have like big groups of people, like who were all together, I guess, like school groups or kids or whatever. One kid would notice her, and it's hard not to notice her because she's this larger than life figure, and she's got a lot of characteristics that are pretty unique to her.
Yeah.
So people would notice her, and I think for me, just because I've known her since she was 18, and I was 18, with the same age, I'm like 4 months older than her. But since I've known her since she was just this quiet, girl from Henley, in Adelaide, I know that like all that fame and everything is quite challenging. So I'd always just try to be by her side as much as possible when she would get kind of mobbed, and I'd try to make the process as smooth as possible whenever I was with her. So like I'd always take the phone, take a picture for the person, and just make sure that she's okay. You know what I mean? Because it can be kind of scary. You never know, So, God forbid. But yeah, there was some crazy circumstances, and it was always wild, like fully grown men, like fangirling.